Who does this world say that this is?
Right. Oh, Jesus.
So when the masses of this world see this image, they're going to think that's who?
The white.
He's a white man.
Right.
White people on this earth have woolly textured hair.
Right.
We do. What color is brass?
You know. Man. Dark brown.
It's brown, right? So if Christ's feet was brown, what color was Christ's face?
I don't feel like it.
No, come on, Tom. I know. So Jesus Christ was what?
He was a black man.
Okay, so I want you to say it on camera. Who are the real Jews?
You guys are the black native people.
We are the real Jews.
That's right.
Get ham real quick. So we're going to go to the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, right? And we're going to read about Ham and who Ham was, okay? We're going to read this real quick. Are you familiar with the Bible? Do you believe in the Bible? You do believe in the Bible. Okay, that's good. So now we're going to go into what the scholars wrote pertaining to Ham. You familiar with Ham? Okay, so read it.
The Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
So Ham was the youngest son of Noah. Read.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood. And one of 8 persons who lived through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
You know what that word means, progenitor? What does it mean?
He was the origin of
Okay, good, Tom. He's the father of, he's the originator of the dark
races.
So Ham is the father of the dark races,
Not the Negro.
but Ham is not the father of who?
Not the Negro.
Who are the Negroes? Aren't we the Negroes? Didn't they used to call us Negroes when we was in captivity? So why would the scholars say that Ham is the father of the dark races, but then make a difference between the Negroes? Why? Because we're not of Ham.
That's right.
Read.
But the Egyptians.
But Ham is the father of the Egyptians. Aren't the Egyptians the dark race of people? In the past, they were the dark race of people. You understand what I'm saying? Read it again from the top, boy.
The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons who lived through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians.
Ham was the father of the Egyptians. Ethiopians. The Ethiopians are black. Read.
Libyans,
The Libyans, black.
and Canaanites.
The Canaanites were a dark-skinned people. But what we want to hold on to is that it says that he's the father of the Egyptians. Now, let me ask you a question. Who is this? Who does this world say that this is?
Right. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So when the masses of this world see this image, they're going to think that's who?
The white.
He's a white man. Is he a white man?
No, I don't think so.
What do you think?
I think he was a dark-skinned, melanated guy.
Let's read it.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
Yeah!
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The world needs to know that Jesus the Christ is a black man,
That's right.
according to the Bible.
That's right.
That's what this world must know.
Right.
Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So it says the hair on Jesus' head was white, but the texture of Jesus' hair was woolly.
Right.
White people on this earth have woolly textured hair.
Right.
We do.
Right.
Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like a divine bride.
So notice John the Revelator, when he seen Christ, he bowed. And the only thing that he could see was his feet. And it said his feet
Like a divine bride.
Now, Tom, you seem like a very smart guy. What color is brass?
You know, brass is dark brown.
It's brown, right? So if Christ's feet was brown, what color color was Christ's face?
It's honestly white guy.
No, come on, Tom. I know. So Jesus Christ was what?
He was a black man.
Okay, so Christ was a black man. Now we're going to go to Matthew chapter 2 and verse 13. So when Jesus Christ was a little boy, what did the angel tell his mother and father to do with him? Read.
Matthew chapter 2 and verse 13. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream.
So the angel of the Lord appeared to Christ's father Joseph in a dream. Read.
Saying, arise and take the young child,
Arise and take the young child Jesus
and his mother, and flee into Egypt.
and what?
And flee into Egypt.
And flee into Egypt. Why would he tell Christ's father to take him to Egypt? Because Christ was a what? Black man.
Right.
That's why we read in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, it said that Ham was the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negro. But he was the father of the Egyptian.
Yeah.
So why would then Christ, the angel, tell Christ's parents to take him to Egypt? Because Christ is a black man.
Share talents, and that's what it's about. We come together, we learn the things.
The Bible says constantly in war. The truth is a war, brothers and sisters, okay?
It is shout out to the issue. And before I read your letters,
Now let's go into some more. Let's go about Paul. You ever heard of Acts 21:37? You ever heard about Paul? Do you know what color Paul is? You don't. So we're going to read, we're going to show you what color the Apostle Paul was, right? So now, let's read what color the Apostle Paul was. First, hold that and go to Romans chapter 11, verse 1. Because Christ came from the tribe of Judah, right? And it describes Christ as being a black man. You feel me? Okay, read that.
Romans chapter 11 and verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite.
So this is Paul. He said, I also am an Israelite.
Of the seed of Abraham.
Of the seed of Abraham.
Right.
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
Stop. Of the tribe of Benjamin.
That's right.
So you have Christ coming from the tribe of Judah, and you have Paul coming from the tribe of Benjamin. Right? So now let's see what Paul looked like. Remember, I'm in Acts chapter 21, and we're going to start at verse 37. Let's see what it says about the tribe of Benjamin. Let's see if what we're saying even makes sense. So now, Christ is a black man. Let's see about Paul. Where did the angel tell Christ's mother to take him? Egypt, to hide amongst dark people. Let's see what happened with Paul.
Acts chapter 21 and verse 37.
Yeah.
As Paul was led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, may I speak unto thee?
So Paul had got arrested. He was being led into the council. And he asked the dude that had arrested, hey man, let me talk to you real quick. But he spoke to him in Greek, in the language of Greece. Greek.
Who said, can thou speak Greek? Art not thou that Egyptian?
Wait a minute, what did he mistake Paul as?
Art not thou that Egyptian?
What did he mistake Paul as? Egyptian. Why would he mistake
No!
Paul as an Egyptian? Because Paul was what? What color was Paul?
No.
He was a black dude.
That's
why he asked Paul, ain't you that Egyptian?
Right.
Let's see what Paul say.
Verse 39. For Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew.
Wait a minute, what did Paul say?
I am a man which am a Jew.
So Paul said, I am a Jew. So what color are the real Jews?
Bring it out.
Black.
That's
exactly. He said, you guys. I want you to say it on camera. Who are the real Jews?
You guys are the black native people.
We are the real Jews.
That's right.
And that's what we're showing our people today. That we are the real Jews, that we're God's chosen people, and we must return to God by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, and faith in his son, Jesus the Christ.
That's
The
right.
Bible is only for his people.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airways, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.